right, everyone, welcome back to the Holiday Hotfix Showrunner Party, where we are getting a bunch of showrunners together, showcasing the runs that they love to do in their off time and talking about their shows. What are they looking forward to the future, celebrating an excellent Hotfix year of 2024. My name is Amber Cypher, and I'll be with you tonight, but joining me is Anarchy, who was commentary for the last run. You might recognize her, and you might recognize Limey, the commentary next to my name. They were here to step in when I had a power outage, so I won't take too long. We have a very long intro ahead of us for this next game. So go ahead, Anarchy, take it away with Woflenstein, the Old Blood.
Hey friends, what's going on? My name is Anarchy. As Amber said, we've got a 6-minute long intro, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. Timing's going to start as soon as I skip this cutscene, so I'll count us down momentarily. Hopefully momentarily. Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so thank you. So this is Woflenstein the Old Blood. This is the second game made by Machine Games in the revival of the Woflenstein franchise. This is a prequel to the New Order, and essentially it sort of tells us the beginning of the ends kind of story. This takes place in an alternate universe where the Nazis have won World War II, and this game sort of shows how that happened. So we're going to be going to Castle Woflenstein, as Wesley over here just said. Essentially, the entire story boils down to we're looking for a folder. There's a folder that's got these plans in it. We need these plans to stop the Nazis. So, yeah, we're going to be looking for that folder over the next hour-ish, 50-ish minutes. So this is going to be any percent. This is the full game version of this category. Recently, in the last year or so, there was a sort of a kind of a split in the category for no intro, where essentially we just load a save that starts at the end of this kind of walking simulator bit here. So essentially, we're going to go to Castle Woflenstein over there, but we have to sit through Wesley sort of explaining what we're doing. So, Limey, if you have anything you want to say, you're going to be on commentary for this. So, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I run shooters. I play Quake quite a bit. I've done it on Hotfix a couple of times, and I also did it for Disaster Relief. If you go to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick, you can see that VOD and many others like it. Sorry, Amber, I'm stealing your job just a little bit. But
no, I'm fine working less. Sure. It's been a heck of a night. I'm down to work less.
Yeah, we're all hosts here, so I don't know. I'm personally just used to getting my segues in and doing all that. But yeah, I do play Quake. I do play Quake with Anarchy sometimes too. And I play Marble Rollers, and I have a show here on GDQ Hotfix called The Parallel Universe, which is all about mods, fan games, any alternate ways to play the games that isn't entirely vanilla or entirely standard, which I love.
Yeah, community created content, like making your own fun out of it, whether it is mods for games or bingos, randomizers, stuff like that. We had a randomizer even earlier tonight.
Yeah. Even like category extensions too, like stuff like that have been really fun. Like challenge runs too.
Just like the community creations for giving replayability to games. And I think that's really, really awesome. You are one half of that show, the other half being Helix.
Yes.
And she also is another avid marble roller runners as well.
Yeah, and I know you've been asking this just a little bit tonight, but one thing that you brought up in the last run that I really want to talk about is people's favorite shows that they've had on this year. And I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna say it. My next show that's on this Friday is really good, and I'm so excited for it.
It's a heater.
I'm so excited, and I'm so pumped for it to go on. It is source games. It is entirely source game mods. There is Titanfall 2, Half-Life 2, Portal 2, all the speedrun mods for that, and then also Call of Duty 4, which technically not a source game, sue me, but it comes from id 3 instead of id 2, so I don't really care. It counts. And that is also the speedrun mod. It's so cool. Please watch on Friday.
It's gonna be a banger.
Hot dog.
Yeah, Parallel Universe is the weekly opposite to Passion Project. I haven't even talked about my show at all.
You need to talk about your show.
For like
Yeah, go ahead, talk about your show.
Yeah.
My name is Amber Cyprin. I am the host of not only the annual holiday Hotfix Showrunner party, but I also host Passion Project every other Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Last Friday was my most recent show with Crash Bash co-op with Argic and Huds. That is lining up to be among my favorite shows this year.
That was a fun watch for sure.
That was such a good run. It was so silly. I showcase. I am a variety show. It's a gaming variety show that encourages anyone and everyone in the speedrun and competitive gaming communities to showcase their passions in games. I've had Pokemon VGC. I've done a tutorial for VGC how to get into it, which is the official competitive format for Pokemon video games. And also had showcase matches. That was back in January. But if you ever want to submit to any shows, whether it's a passion project where your passions may be grinding your favorite speedruns or learning and routing new categories, racing through randomizers and bingos, or competing at high levels, or finding some unconventional way to breathe new life into a game that you just want to share your passion with the world, submit to my show or submit to any other show that we've got here on Hotfix. And you can do that by going to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the screen. You'll see the how section, and there is a hot link to our submission form, and you can submit to Passion Project, you can submit to Parallel Universe, you can submit to Hidden Heroes, and you can also see all of the information on what makes each of our shows on that page as well. So do check that out. And if you have ever missed any of our shows in the past, whether it is a retired show like my old show Never Before Seen, or you have missed events like the Sonic and the Series, or the Oops All Insert Things Here series of events, you can check out all of our VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about what kind of games have been on these shows in the past. It's a great way to do it. Go through Hotfix history. I've been around for 4 years. It's been a ride, and there's been lots of great shows over the years. So I'm thrilled to have someone who joined. Limey, you and Helix joined in 2023, correct? Am I misremembering? I've already misremembered.
Yeah, we joined
one
last
person.
June, July, I think.
Something like, I think it was right after Sonic in the Parallel Universe, or not Parallel Universe, Parallel Worlds.
Yeah.
And then Anarchy is a brand new showrunner running Hidden Heroes, which is showcasing marginalized speedrunners and communities. And I'll let you talk more about what your goals, like what inspired you to create that show, and what kind of games and talent are you looking for that show?
Okay, we will talk about that momentarily. Real quick, we are actually playing the game now. So this is the prologue. And essentially, like I said, we're looking for that folder that the entire world kind of hinges upon at the moment. We did, you might have seen, we did a checkpoint reload, where essentially sometimes the game will make a checkpoint before the checkpoint actually happens, so we can use it to reload and put us just a little bit further ahead in the game. So we did that there for that door, so we didn't have to wait for Wesley to open it. We're also getting ready for an arena. So we're gonna kill a bunch of Nazis in a moment. That's why we're shooting these sort of barricades out, so it'll make my life easier. I run Hidden Heroes. It's every other Monday at 10 p.m. Essentially, it's meant to showcase underrepresented and marginalized speedrunners and the games that they want to show off and that they're passionate about. This is because, in particular, participating in the Black GDQ events has been such a boon to me. I would not be anywhere near where I am in the speedrunning community without having had those events to participate in and to interact with all the amazing people who run in them and help put them on. So I wanted to have a show to open doors for other people, just like those shows and those events open doors for me. If you are, if you are a runner of color, queer, LGBTQ+, people who participate in fatales or outside the gender binary, stuff like that. If you're not among the kinds of people that we might normally see very prominently in the speedrunning space, Hidden Heroes is a place for you.
I genuinely think that's a really cool idea for a show. When I found out it was being brought on, I was like, oh, that is such a sick idea. Because we already do have our Frame Fatales community, where which is GDQ's upcoming All Women and Femmes speedrunning event. The community's been around for a few years now, since 2019. But we have our upcoming event. It's still going, Frost Fatales 2025. That's going to be live from March 9th to the 16th. And that benefits the National Women's Law Center. If you want to find out more about the Frame Fatales community, about Frost Fatales 2025, or anything about that series of events, visit gamesdonequick.com/Frame Fatales for more information on that. And you've participated in those events as well previously, is that right?
Yeah, I had my first Fatales run at Flame Fatales this past August, I think. Yeah, I ran Uno Bingo, so that was fun time.
Ooh.
It's kind of the duality of man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a huge tonal whiplash there between Woflenstein and Uno. I thought.
I mean, like, if it's late enough at night, Uno can make me do some of these things too. Like, I'm just gonna be for real.
Well, yes. Well, yes.
So I thought following up Woflenstein with Kirby tonight was going to be more than enough tonal whiplash, but no, I think you've got that beat.
Yeah, my speed gaming library is a little silly. We've got a bunch of Woflenstein games, and then also Uno and like backyard baseball. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Who's your favorite backyard baseball character?
Pablo for sure, but Keisha, Pete also a good one.
Okay.
Also sleeper pick Ahmed Khan.
Okay, that's
sleeper pick.
Okay.
I love Ahmed.
Yeah, that's my goat. Good picks.
That is my goat. So to talk about the actual like speedrun now, we're gonna actually play the game now. So we've just got the greatest weapon in the game, multi-purpose tool, the pipe. So this game introduced a new kind of mechanic, which is climbing walls. We're going to use the pipe when it's broken in two to climb through walls, and then we're also going to use it, we're going to put it together in a moment. We're going to do another checkpoint reload right here. We're going to use it to open these doors. So we're going to duck behind here, open this door. If you get shot at, you won't be able to open the door, so we do that just to manipulate where he shoots a little bit and make my life easier. So we're going to be using the pipe for that, and we're also going to be using it to break on some walls here. So essentially what had just happened, we're going to make sure he turns around. So essentially what just happened is we were trying to get that folder I talked about, but unfortunately, oh no, we got caught. So now we're in jail. And this is the first half of the game. It's called Rudi Jager in the Den of Wolves. So that guy we saw earlier during the million-year-long cutscene, that was Rudi Jager. He's going to be sort of the sort of big bad guy for the first half of this game. We're going to do another little super sultan manipulation here. We're going to get shot. Then we're going to do it again, and then we're just going to be able to open the door. I'm not really sure why that works at all, but it just does. So. Yay! But essentially, we're going to, in this first chapter, work our way through the prison. We're going to see our first major skip in the run. This is any percent. For some of you who might have known me through the Black events, I was mostly known for being a glitchless runner. I ran all of the new Woflenstein games glitchless, but I'm beating the glitchless allegations. Finally learned any percent. We're at like 2.5 out of 3, or 2.5 out of 4. So we're getting there. This game has got some pretty interesting glitches. It's pretty broken, low-key. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff. We'll see one sort of mini exploit in a moment. And then we'll do the first skip, which is prison skip at the end of the level. Or essentially, we're going to be swimming out of bounds to get to the end of the chapter for like 2 minutes. So that's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, looking forward to it, because Rage was a great time. I'm looking forward to the glitches here.
Yeah, Woflenstein, I don't know if it's because I've mostly seen you play it or like what, but it is not a game series that I think about being particularly like broken. So it's really neat seeing a lot of like the glitches and strats in this.
Yeah, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to do minigun storage. We're essentially, if you press E to pick up the gun and swing your pipe at the same time, you'll be able to store the minigun in your weapon wheel, which is not something you're supposed to be able to do. So it's pretty awesome. It's very easy to do, and we're going to use that here in a couple of different spots. We're going to use it for one arena in the middle of the game, and then we're also going to use it on the final boss. So we're going to use it here to shoot this guy. And then we're going to use it to shoot this one. Hopefully I can aim. And we might get a cool little boost off this guy. Whee! Yeah. That just happens sometimes. I don't know why that boosts you so far, but it's just fun to do. I don't think it saves any time at all either. It's just for swag. All right, so we are working our way through this prison here. These are the kennels. Rudi Jager's a big dog guy. He has a dog named Greta, who we're going to see later. You might have seen her earlier during that cutscene before. He loves his dog, so... Oh, that was really unfortunate. We're trying not to die. We've got kind of low on health here, but it is all right. We're gonna be trying to move around, so we're gonna come underground here and then resurface back around. There's gonna be some dogs and a soldat, so we're gonna try my best not to die. I don't think I ever have. I don't want to jinx it either, but you know, we'll see. See if we can get around these dogs here. Hopefully they'll be in decent spots. All right, that's so.
How long have you been running, speed running in general, but running the Woflenstein series?
So I have been speedrunning. So I've been into speedrunning, like as a concept, like watching GDQ since 20. What year is it? 2024 for a little over 10 years or so.
Wow.
As a just since I was wee baby anarchy. But I've been personally like speedrunning games myself. The first game I ever speedran was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I did like one run of it in like 2016, and then I didn't run anything again until 2021 or 2020-ish, 2021, when I started running Woflenstein 3D. That's kind of what I count as my first speed game. I ran that game quite a bit, and then to be honest, I'll be really honest. I wanted a free world record, and I was like, oh, I can just run E1 of Woflenstein 3D and get a free world record. And then I started running the game, and then other people started running the game, even though it was like really dead before that. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. But anyway, I have been playing the machine games, Woflenstein games, for quite a while, and I was like, oh, why don't we do that? So that's how we kind of landed here, and I've been playing them sort of ever since.
Yeah, I have a kind of similar history, but with like not Woflenstein in my case. Like I've been around like watching GDQ since like 2010, like very, very long ago. But I started speedrunning in 2011. I probably I think technically my first speed game, little known Amber fact, is my first speed game was actually Pokemon Snap 100%. I did like a couple of runs of that, and then it was just too much to track for baby me. So I stopped for a while and then finally picked up Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Story during Speedrun Live's Get Yourself Speedrunning event, I think. Or no, it was their Seasons event, Season 2, I think. And Sonic Adventure 2 was one of the options for games you could learn and run for that. And I'd been playing that game for years. I was like, yeah, it seems like the natural choice. And then I just kind of ended up in other Sonic games like 3D Blast, and having a similar experience of like no one was running the game, or only a couple of people might have been running the game, but I picked it up, and then because I picked it up, other people started picking it up, which was really fun, and just kind of watching that community grow around you can be really, really cool. Sometimes all it takes is one person wanting to do a run, and like the dominoes start falling. That
was so poggers, by the way. So I got something called boat jump. boat jump. Essentially what that is there's that little gap there where there's water, and it's of course faster to run and jump than it is to have to swim in the water. So I managed to get boat jump. It's for some reason like really like kind of like stupidly hard to get sometimes. So I got it. That's chill. Now we're swimming out of bounds. Low-key, this looks a little like weird. I've never seen this out of bounds swimming ever look like this, but we'll see. I think we should come. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. Never mind. We're at the end of the chapter. There we go. Look, I've never seen the out of bounds look like that, but you know, it worked out. So our 2 minutes of out of bounds swimming is cool. But that was chapter 1. We're not going to go to chapter 2. Chapter 2 has a really big skip called gate skip, but I'm not going to do it because it's really difficult. Essentially, there are some shenanigans with a barrel in the water where you jump on it and then it displaces your camera, and then you flip into a wall and then you fall like halfway through the floor but not all the way through the floor, and then you run under the gate and you skip the whole chapter. But I'm not going to do that because it's so finicky and hard to get that I would rather just do the chapter regularly. In the time that it would take me to like set it up probably and try and get it right, we could just finish the chapter normally, so it's chill. But yeah, so what had happened also is we managed to escape from the prison, but they took Wesley, who is Agent 1 at the beginning of the game. So we gotta go get Wesley, we gotta go get our guy. Spoiler alert, we're not actually going to save Wesley in the end. We're gonna do a skip called Wesley Skip later into chapter 3, but yeah, so
we're just gonna pretend we're gonna save him, and then it gets us
we're just pretending we're gonna, in theory, we are going to save Wesley. We're even more spoilers there, but we'll save that for when we get there. But essentially, what we're doing is we have to. The gate has these two they're controlled by levers. These two things here. So we need to go open them. We're gonna shoot this guy. One more. Another one. There we go. So that's one side. Because things can never be easy, the other side, we had to go around, do some shenanigans and some stuff, and it's kind of whatever, but it's all good. We're gonna get on this boat. We're doing another cool little thing once we get there. But yeah, Limey, you have any first impressions? Any comments?
I mean, I've been watching you run this game recently, and I think it's very cool. And I like the skips. I think they're all pretty interesting. The game, as a shooter without much movement, is pretty fast paced. I do like it a lot. I didn't know that your first speed game was Advanced Warfare, though, which is really funny because I'm learning Advanced Warfare right now.
Yeah, I've been seeing you. You've been.
I've been on that. It's so fun. I just love movement shooters. They're so fun.
Old head Limey.
My bad.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Right there, what we were gonna do was do a cool little exploit where there was a dog there, and if you throw a grenade right before you get into the hatch opening animation, the dog will die to the grenade while you're opening it, so you won't have to do get into the dog animation. But I trolled a little bit. I didn't mean to kill the guy with the pipe, so that kind of happened. But it's all good. So as you see, we're having to do some shenanigans. We're in a whole a crypt looking thing. Funnily enough, this will theoretically this will happen later, but we're going to do a skip also towards the end of the game called Crypt Skip. It's going to be the last skip that we do. That's also going to skip that part of the game. So shoot this guy. Make our way back to this lever thing. There's a whole lot of burr going on for one little lever, but then again, in the grand scheme of things, we're doing this all for a folder, so you know.
Yeah, I don't think that you can judge very much because this is all for a folder. People have died for this folder.
People have died for this folder. That yep.
But have runs died for this folder?
Well, yes, actually. Yeah. Funnily enough, when I was running this game purely glitchless, one of the like silliest stories is my PB for this game glitchless is a 108, which is fairly good. It's kind of close to, I think it's third place still, but like better third place. But I have never been able to beat that run, and I ran it. I was at school one day on my laptop I was at a gaming club meeting, and I didn't have any audio at all, and I managed to PB, and I managed to PB, and I've never beaten that PB still to this day. So, oh, okay, that's awesome. Hopefully this will still be fine. Okay. What we're trying to do right here is stair skip. Or essentially, you're supposed to do this whole thing with that soul down and some doors and stuff, but we kind of don't care. We're not going to do that. So I kind of whiffed the off pistol grenade. There we go. Nice. Second try is pretty good. And you're supposed to do this whole thing, but it's easier to just shoot a grenade at the stair and then jump onto it, which is awesome. Okay. So
I was about to say, that looks scary.
It was very scary, actually. I've also lost runs to just like whiffing completely, and also just like dying at random times, such as right there. So, but now we're making our way through Woflenstein Keep proper, or Castle Woflenstein. Yeah. We're gonna go theoretically get Wesley, theoretically. So we're just gonna run through here. And then we're going to do Wesley skip.
That explains it theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah. So run up here. And this guy's going to be in my way. It's all good. We go here. There's, I think, like 2 more levels worth of castle to climb up before we do the thing. So we're gonna come up here, go through the library, and then we're gonna go, and then essentially, I guess I can just explain Wesley's skip. So essentially, we're supposed to. Wesley is being tortured by our big bad Rudi Jager, and you're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to go to try and save him. Spoiler alert, you can't save Wesley at all. He just dies anyway in this cutscene. But Wesley skip kind of refers to like skipping the cutscene with Wesley. So there's Wesley, but we're not going to go click on him. Essentially, there's this whole big arena too after this cutscene. But if you just... Oh, I missed it. Try one more time.
I saw the little pop-up, yeah.
Oh, I missed it again. Oh, I think I'm bad, chat.
No, you're not bad. Surely.
I might be bad, chat.
Chat, push 1 if anarchy is good.
Here's my number pad.
I might be trolling right now. The pop-up is not coming up anymore. I'm not sure what is the deal. You're supposed to be able to interact with the door. Oh, there we go. Okay,
there it is.
There it is. Yeah, Yay! First try. Ooh.
First try. Yeah, so essentially there's that cutscene, which is pretty long, and then you're supposed to do an arena. You need to kill exactly 11 Nazis, and then the door will open, and then you can interact with the door to get here, which is the end of the chapter. But if you just sort of ram yourself into the wall, you can activate the trigger for the button. You can just activate through the wall. I'm not sure why it took us so long to do that, but it is okay. It's fine. It's chill. And surely we would not be doing that kind of shenanigans later at any point in time, I say, is the next skip we would be doing. So Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something, another kind of tram skip, which is also like that, where essentially you're supposed to ride this air tram, which we're going to get to in a minute. But then there's this big like set piece cutscene where you like almost die, and there's this whole thing. But essentially, instead of waiting, you have to wait in the air tram to get to where the cutscene happens. You can just activate it. Like it's like the trigger for it is like just on top of the thing, so you can just activate it like early, and you don't have to. Well, you don't have to wait for it, which is cool. Okay, we're gonna wait for this big old gate to open. So we got a bit of time just to hang out. So
I'm a fan of hanging out.
I love hanging out. I love chilling.
I'm just looking at the chat and shaking my head because if oh my god,
if she shenaned once, she'll shenan again.
She'll shenan again.
Yeah.
That is so true.
We got there.
That is so true.
Yeah, got there eventually. It's just my grasp of the English language just does not exist tonight. It is what it is.
Is shenaned even like a word?
No.
It's like how chalant isn't a word, but nonchalant is a word.
It is in my heart. Shenan is a word in my heart.
I think shenan and shenanning are like words, in the same way that like chalant is a word.
I'm so chalant, like actually, like I'm just chilling.
I'm just a locked in speedrunner. Like I don't know, it just doesn't really matter to me.
This is like exactly. This is like this is so chill.
Like I don't know. You can go right under the. Actually, I don't have the new Twitch layout, but apparently there's a new Twitch layout. I don't know about this, but on my layout, I don't know. It would just be pretty chill. Like I don't really care. Like if you went to the like right under the player and saw that subscribe button, if you used your Prime on us, like I don't know, it'd really support us, but. It doesn't really matter to me. Like we're just speedrunning right now.
Speaking of shenanigans, we're gonna try and get it here. Hopefully, I will get it the first time because I'm awesome. I missed it. It was cool because we're chill and awesome. And we're gonna get it the second try because I'm the goat. There we go.
So free every time.
I'm the goat. So free every time.
I'm seeing a chat comment that's saying I'm whelmed. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
No, whelm is a word, and whelmed is the passive.
I'm whelmed. That's a consequence.
No, but like overwhelmed, like question mark.
Fair.
Well,
I mean,
no.
so the meaning of whelm is to turn something such as a dish or a vessel upside down, usually to cover something, or to cover and engulf completely with usually disastrous effect. Or to overcome in thought or feeling, which is overwhelm. So they are actually related.
Really?
So
I
you can
didn't
say,
know
I
this.
am whelmed with a rush of joy, or they were whelmed with a rush of joy.
I'm learning so much right now.
I'm learning so much, yeah. Like, the last time I tried to be intellectual in Twitch chat, I named 10 prime numbers and then gave up and my brain was sore.
Right.
I think I could, like, do more push-ups than I can, like, name prime numbers.
Really?
I probably could as well, and I can't do either very well.
Well, okay, because like I feel like at least like at the very beginning, it's like pretty free because it's like 1 to 3 5 7, right? Like or 2 3 5 7. That's like those are all prime, and that's like really easy. And then past that, it's like you got to like kind of think. I guess my question is, Amber, can you do 4 push-ups?
I don't know. I'd have to try. I would genuinely.
I think it's like a middle amount that's like a little difficult, right? Like,
it would definitely be difficult. I might have to do like knee push-ups.
Okay.
Just because my core is really weak right now. That's what happens when you get your gallbladder taken out.
Oh no.
Chad, if you ever have the chance to take your gallbladder out, if you don't need it out, pass on that. If you do need it out, do it. It'll change your life. But it also leaves your core a bit weak.
I can imagine because it's like right in there, right? Like
yeah, it's abdominal surgery. Abdominal surgery. So like that's basically hitting your core when they go through that, and I'm a lot better. But I'll tell you right now, it took me 3 weeks to be able to lie down horizontally. and lift my own weight from laying down.
That's understandable, and I'm happy that you're here hosting and you can have a good time with us.
Oh, I am so much better without my gallbladder. There are folks in chat who will know what I'm talking about. If you've ever had a gallstone attack in your life, if you ever have the opportunity to do that, pass on that. But yeah.
I'm seeing a chat comment by Osmorn saying the only Prime that he knows is Prime Gaming, and I would like to just take a moment to do two things. I want to shout out the When Debate chat, and also I want to shout out Prime subs. You can use those. Like I said, it does support Games Done Quick, Hotfix, and because we're live like pretty much almost every day at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like it helps us do that more often and like have better content and all that good stuff. So please support us with Primes, tier 1, 2, 3s, gift subs, bits, all that good stuff. Or if you're just here watching, tell your friends. Like,
yeah, you being here is enough, but tell your friends. Word of mouth does a lot for speedrun communities. It does a lot for events, big and small. And also, the other way you can support GDQ Hotfix and you want something physical in return, consider supporting us by going to theyeti.com. That's YETEE. I'm counting E's. So theyeti.com/AGDQ, and you'll see the very adorable Coop shirt. Has all the season 4 show logos on it. Passion Projects, Parallel Universe, Hidden Heroes, Random Number Generation, Crosshairs. What else are we representing in the show? Do All the Things, and Express Lane. They're all there and more.
I had to name all of the Hotfix shows recently, like off the dome with no help, and that was like so hard.
No. The worst part is you'll catch me naming shows from like the batch of showrunners I'm from like 4 years ago. Like as far as the folks who were still around doing their shows, it's me and Ekdisis, I believe, and Ekdisis is still running the same show. I changed my show 2 years ago, or no, in 2023 I changed my show to Passion Project. So yeah, almost 2 years ago. And that I used to run Never Before Seen, where I had games and categories that had never been on mainline events, and that was fun until a bunch of games I wanted had been on GDQ arbitrarily like 10 years ago for like the category that people actually ran, and then the other category would have like 100% or something obscure, had like no runners, so I couldn't reach out for even that category. And I'm like, man, I'm getting so tired of this. Like, I'm so tired of hitting this roadblock. Let me hit up the idea of changing my show to variety. And speaking of retired shows, we had one of our producers, Railcoon, used to host Community Spotlight, that put a spotlight on communities that were smaller in speedrunning. Kind of like sometimes including calls to action for more runners. But when
I remember that when that was around, so I'm happy like you got to like soft replace that, I guess.
Yes, when we lost our variety show, I offered to replace the variety show. Because a lot of our shows, including yours, including Hidden Heroes, actually Hidden Heroes is more variety content, but focused on the demographic. Of runners. Yes. And then a lot of the shows we have are very focused on either the content or the type of runner. Me, I just want everything. It's like anything anyone does like can't fit, like give it to me. I am if you are thrilled to be here, those are my favorite kind of shows to do, is like the folks who are thrilled to be here and they just want to talk about like info dump the game they love. Like, I am here for that. I love that. Like, people who are like, oh, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Like, Dane, who just ran Rage, is a great example. Like, I've been trying to get Rage on GDQ forever, and he was so excited about it. And that's the kind of excitement I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think that, like, Parallel Universe, like, even though it's like a fairly like focused show, like it's a variety show like veiled as a focused show, because like I get pretty much anything I want on there, because like there's like category extensions or mods for like anything. It's just like you can't do 80%, but like other than that, it's fine.
I mean, like, you can also make the same argument with Our next run is going to be Kirby and the Forgotten Land with Mr. Shasta doing all the things, or do all
Exactly,
the things is the name of the show, and that's variety as long as you run a category that does all of something, whether it's 100% or collecting all gems or
I did Quake all secrets in that.
Yeah,
Real quick,
exactly.
not to cut
Like,
in,
it
but
doesn't have to be any percent.
our boss fight here, this is Rudi Jager's boss fight, by the way.
Oh,
I'm locked
he
in.
looks mean. Oh,
Did I say we're having a boss fight? Well, it's done now.
I was like, he looks dead.
Yeah, it's done.
Ow, is he okay?
No, I think he's kind of dead. But the whole sort of thing with that boss right there is essentially what you're supposed to do is he's got this powered up like power armor. You're supposed to shoot at like the power pylons and then peel off his armor like piece by piece. You're supposed to peel off 2 arms and then his chest, I think. Either 2 arms and then his chest, or the 2 arms and then his helmet. But essentially, if you peel off his arm and then just shoot and do like a crap ton of damage on his arm, he'll just it'll automatically move to the end of the fight. He'll take enough damage that he'll just die in the next hit. So that's why that boss fight takes like 3 seconds to do. But now we're waiting for Kessler for another cutscene. So we have some more yap time if you'd like. And then we're going to have serious time once the next chapter starts, because we have the hardest skip in the run, Wolfberg skip, coming up. So, but for now it's yap time. So,
I mean, do you have anything you'd like to yap about? Like
Please
any games you'd love to have on Hidden Heroes next year?
I would say I do have some cool episodes planned, I think, coming into next year. I know in particular I'm working on a Christmas episode for my next show is the 23rd of December, so we're trying to do a cozy little Christmas episode. So I'm working on that. And then in January, I know for sure I would like to do a Lunar New Year episode. This is going to be pretty cool, I think. And then also I'd like to do... Cool. Yeah, and then also I'd like to do like a preview for Back to Black. So those are at least what I've got coming up. So if you're interested for any of those, please let me know, because I think those can make for some really cool episodes. But
I agree.
You're looking for OSAH.
Like, that is some cool stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Hidden Heroes is like so fun. I'm yeah.
So much death for us.
But this is we're into the second half of the game now. Essentially, we're just gonna be doing skips like every chapter now. So this next one is gonna be Wolfberg skip, and we're gonna get some serious time here because it is like the hardest skip besides like gate skip. But gate skip is hard because it's like finicky. This is just hard. So I'm hopefully going to do it and then I'll explain, because there's gonna be a long cutscene after that. But yeah, at first we lulled and then we serious. We're gonna serious.
Good luck with the skip.
Thank you.
Agent 2's house lies beyond the market square, northwest, behind the tavern, next to Schmidt's and old baker shop. Use the same password as before.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So what we just did there, that was Wolfberg skip. And essentially what we do is we're supposed to run through the city and do a whole bunch of stuff and do this really long cutscene later where we sit down and chill with OSA Agent 2. And basically we're trying to get to the real sort of villain of this game, Helga. But we can skip all that by essentially clipping into the sort of ground there and swimming out of bounds to get here, which is really, really, really hard because you have to jump on the roof and then fall just in the right spot that you're like in between the wall and also the ground and also the water that's under the ground. So it's very, very hard. So I'm very glad we got that first try. So I might just be the GOAT.
Yeah, I think you're just the GOAT after that one.
I was very scared about
Agreed.
having to do that any more than one time because otherwise it was gonna maybe be a clown fiesta. But we're chilling; it's chill. I
I have
kind
a
of knew
question
once.
real quick.
Yeah, good.
Is Helga in this game like the bad guy with the busted jaw?
No, Helga is she's a different evil Mima.
What? There's a different evil Mima?
There is a different.
I don't
evil
understand
Mima.
the alternate universe like timeline
Right.
series.
So in the other two games, the two like kind of main series games, there's Frau Engel, who is Becky with the bad jaw, with the busted jaw, Mima. She is kind of the main one going on there. But in this game, before we even get to Mima, there's Helga, who is also evil.
Oh, is she like a middle manager, busted jaw?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Her leg is the busted thing. She's got a busted leg here. But yeah, she's supposed to be like, she's like 30 something. So like, I make
Why
this
does she
point
look
every
like
time I run
that?
this game. Exactly. Why does she look like that? See,
Shout
this
out
is what you
PT
look
for
like.
teaching us the busted jaw meta.
Busted jaw meta. This is what you look like when you are problematic and you are unmoisturized and you don't stay in your lane and also you're a Nazi. This is how you age. Yeah. So yeah, this is another long cutscene. She sits here and like monologues to us about whatever she's talking about. She's gonna make us drink this wine. So when we skipped by doing that skip, we skipped the whole like plotline where we're supposed to be like undercover. We're Helmut Franz, as she's gonna say. We were supposed to. That's the folder, by the way, right there. We were talking over it, but what happens here is we get up to take the folder, and then she realizes we take literally like 2 steps, and she's like, "Oh, maybe you should come back here. I think you might have taken that thing that we need." So she's kind of playing with her food right now. So yeah.
I do have a question though, coming from chat directly to our host Amber Seyfried.
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
I missed where is the question?
It's an invisible question. Okay, so
Okay.
have you ever had like Doritos before?
Have I ever had Doritos? Of course.
What is your favorite flavor of Dorito? And there is
This
a
is a
right
great
answer.
question. There is a correct answer.
Oh, here we go. I'm more of out of the classic two, for example, like I like Cool Ranch better.
No, but like I'm counting like every flavor.
Every Dorito
flavor?
Every single flavor.
Doritos enough for this. I'm gonna stick with Cool Ranch just because I don't know what the current modern flavors are.
It's the wrong
Spicy
answer.
sweet chili is the one I hear about all the
Yeah,
time.
spicy sweet
Yeah.
chili is
That
the
is
right
the correct
answer.
answer.
If you haven't
That's the
had it, then it's like understandable that you wouldn't understand
Yeah,
like
I've
how
never
peak
had
it is. But
Peak is correct.
it is peak, and I wanted to know if you've had them before because one of our mods, Laszlo, was curious about it.
I did see the Doritos comment. I did not realize that was a question, but I am a classic Cool
I
Ranch
turned it
fan,
into a
but
question
I
for
might
fun.
be converted to spicy sweet chili or spicy chili if I ever have.
Yes, spicy sweet chili is really good. What is happening on the screen? Why is there like a knife there? Ow.
She realized we're not supposed to be here. That's Shriner, by the way. That's her like henchman, or technically she's the henchman actually, and he's kind of the right hand of the other guy who's the main villain of the next game, the New Order. But it doesn't matter, to be honest. We do have a knife in the hand there, but it's chill. He's just gonna like rip it out, and we're gonna, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's fine. We're also gonna take another like big old piece of wood to the conch. That hurt. Youch. But yeah, so youch. So remember when we were playing the game? Remember when we were fighting Nazis and it was like kind of cool? Well, suddenly it's not cool anymore. So my analogy that I like to make for this game is essentially I would call this kind of part 2 is like kind of the halfway point, but we're pretty much almost done with the speedrun. But my analogy that I like to make is that essentially the game becomes COD Nazi zombies, like literally.
Oh yeah, why'd they turn into zombies? What? I think if it happened.
So essentially during that cutscene, the Nazis were, of course, if they have anything, it's the audacity. So they were kind of digging in places where they didn't need to be digging in. and they unleash an old blood curse. That's why the game is called The Old Blood. So there's
that's like the title, yeah.
That's like the whole title of the game, right? So essentially now when anybody dies, they have the chance to become this like Nazi, not zombie kind of looking thing. I think the term for them in this game is shamblers, but they're
that's a different thing from Quake.
Yeah, so
they can't also be called shamblers, yeah.
That was Pippa, by the way. We didn't get to meet her at all because we skipped the thing, but she died. So
is she like cool or?
Pippa's cool, but she's dead.
Apparently,
now,
she deserved better. According
she
to
did
the
it
subtitle.
Oh, okay. So now, basically, we're gonna have to. This is Ruins Chapter 6, I think. Essentially, we have to fight our way through the city. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do another skip in a moment. We're gonna fight our way through the docks here and not die. That would suck. Ouch. Okay, we're gonna see if we can hit this other boat jump. I might miss it. I missed it. Let's chill because there's a cutscene right, or there's a checkpoint right here, so we can just yay! It doesn't even matter. But anyway, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do what I've been calling a net skip, Aneta. She's a character. We saw her kind of briefly in chapter 4. Her and Kessler, they kind of help run the resistance here in Wolfberg. Essentially, like how the other games have where you're supposed to save either Wyatt or Fergus, this game's sort of version of that is Aneta or Kessler. It literally does not make a difference at all. But essentially, there are two different sides of this level. You can either go save Aneta or go save Kessler. We're going to save Aneta because we're going to do skip, where it lets us, after we pick whoever we save, there's a cutscene. And then also, whoever you don't pick becomes like a shambler. But we can skip that with this skip. Hopefully, I'm going to get it first try because I'm the GOAT. So let's see. I got it first try because I'm the GOAT. Let's go.
That is the GOAT right there on stream. You should follow awesome. twitch.tv/anarchyasif.
Asif, exactly. All right, so that was great. So we're gonna get back in bounds. We'll vault on this rock here. That was amazing. Okay. So now we're gonna go to chapter 7, which is called Old Town. We have a kind of funny cut. This game is actually like unironically really funny. Unfortunately, because it's 90%, we skip a lot of like the really funny parts. But yeah, so this is Old Town, and this is kind of the like mandatory mech section. This game and the New Order both have mech sections for like whatever reason. It's just like chill. We're not actually going to stay in the mech for that long though. We're going to do that and then we're going to do a skip with it also in a moment. So we're going to get out of it because it's faster to just run around. So we're going to run here. We're going to open this gate here. This is not the gate that we will be skipping. There's a different gate that is later. We're going to run in here. We're also coming up pretty close to the end of the game. We've only got like two more chapters here, and they're both very short. I love being stuck in the wall. It's awesome. But anyway, we reload checkpoint there because it's easier and faster. It places our mech forward in the level when we actually walk with it, so that's cool. Now we're gonna do gate skip. I'm probably just gonna do it and then we'll explain. We'll whip that thing around. Oop. Try it again. Oh, whip that thing around. Oh, it's not working. Let's try that again.
I can't believe they put you in the whip in this game.
They put me in the whip in this game. Okay, let's try that again. That should work. Okay. Okay, so what that just did was essentially, if you whip that thing around, you can get out of the mech, and it'll put you past the gate there, rather than you have to go get a key and unlock it, and then you jump over some geometry, and it's like this whole thing. It doesn't take that much time, but it is cool, so.
It was genuinely funny to look at.
yeah, you gotta just whip that thing around and you get out of it, and then, you know, so yeah. So now we're on the final chapter of the game. I forget what it's called, but it's chapter 8. So essentially now we're gonna go to the scene of the crime, and we're gonna go down here. We're gonna do the last skip, crypt skip. Hopefully we'll get it. It's pretty cool, and then we'll fight the final boss. So yeah, this is kind of flown by. Nothing has been like, besides like Wesley skip being like kind of troll burger, everything else has been pretty great. So I don't have my splits running, but I would be confident in saying this might be like a PB pacer.
You've been killing
the timer's looking like a 54 right now, so like right at 54.
Oh. Yeah, so we'll see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bolt action. I missed again. Okay, I made it. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to use that for the final boss. I was going to say we could do bets on how many shots it's going to take before I hit him. That's 3 is okay. But what we're going to do next is crypt skip. Essentially, there's this whole section with the crypt that you have to run through. But we can kind of just skip it by if we clip into a wall upcoming. I'll give it like 3 college tries if we need to reload anything before we just run through it. We're doing pretty good on time, so I don't really mind it. So hopefully, like I said, we'll just do it and then I'll explain it.
Look.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I fell back in bounds. Oh, that's tragic. All right, we almost had it. We'll try it one more time. Whee! Okay. Excuse me. I'm not sure why that guy is there, but it's still. There we go. Okay, we're not done yet. Oh, where am I? Okay. I don't know where I am. I'll be so honest. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. It's chill, actually. You know, it worked out. It's fine.
This is fine.
I think this is... I'm so lost. I'm, like, actually so lost. Okay, never mind. We'll try again. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. I thought I knew where I was. I did not. So let's try again. If this one doesn't work, we'll give it one more college try and then we'll see.
Does the minigun retain between saves or loads?
Where am I? Oh my god, I'm so lost.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Okay, I know where I am. I think. Ooh. Okay, fell back in bounds. We're chill. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, that's my go first try.
That's my go first try. Okay. To be honest, I don't even know. The minigun question, Okay, yeah, we still have it. We're chill.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have our last little arena. A consequence of doing crypt skip is our camera's like really blurry for whatever reason. It'll fix itself by the time we get to the final boss, but yeah. So I was very lost there. I don't know what happened the first time. I was somewhere. It could have been saved if I like knew where we were at, but I kind of didn't. So it's all right. But we got it. So we're coming up on the end of the game. We've just got this last little arena, and then we're gonna have a long cutscene where Mima 2 sort of yaps a bit, and then we meet the final boss of the game. But yeah, Amber, Lime,
I like totally forgot there was a Mima 2 electric pew 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 in this game.
Exactly.
Well, my question for you is, what future speedrun projects are you looking at?
Ooh, that's a great question. So these games, I'm looking forward to. We're 2.5 out of 3 on any percent runs, so I'm gonna be learning the new order any percent. I'm looking forward to doing that next year, along with finishing Woflenstein Youngblood any percent, both co-op and solo. I've been running that with Oz. We were gonna submit it for SJQ, but kind of didn't get there in time. So it's chill.
It's also partially my fault. I'm sorry about that one.
We ended up learning Quake 4-player instead, so that's what happened there. But very excited for those two. Also, shout out to Brian Otto, going to be learning COD 4. Hopefully I'll be able to get that in before GDQ, but if not, we will be learning COD 4 in the new year, so it's chill. For me, Call of Duty speedruns have kind of always been the end game. For me, I've always wanted to learn Advanced Warfare, so I might be learning that as well. But of any other, trying to think if I have any Duality of Man speedruns where they're like goofy. They are releasing some more of the backyard sports games, so I do kind of want to put together like a showcase of like backyard baseball, backyard soccer, backyard hockey, backyard basketball, and do like a showcase for something eventually, like win a game in every game. I feel like that would be really fun. But yeah, I have a whole lot of stuff going on that, you know, yeah.
That's awesome. I really hope that you get to enjoy your speedrun journey as it continues, and also have fun learning things along the way. Maybe you'll pick up games that you didn't expect to pick up too. Those are always the really fun ones. It's like, oh, I didn't expect to be learning this now. I guess we're doing this.
Just another Nazi.
But yeah, that's how I kind of fell into Uno. That was another one where I was kind of just like, everyone has Uno. So I was like, oh, Uno, that's fun. And then besides like Woflenstein 3D ILs, I count like my Uno death percent world record as like one of my my first world record. That was like so stupid. I think about that to this day. It was like hilarious. But yeah. Oh, anyway, we're coming up on the final boss here.
Oh yeah.
If you thought you knew what the final boss of this game would have been, no, you didn't. The creature.
I remember this guy. Yeah, this is like the fella.
The guy.
I wasn't
so
expecting an Eldritch horror in my Wolfenstein.
Yeah, this game kind of takes it back to some of the roots of the earlier games, where there's a lot of like occult influence, especially like if you play Wolfenstein 09. There's a whole lot of like random stuff going on in that game that's kind of adjacent to this. So this game is kind of supposed to be like a spiritual retelling of Wolfenstein 09, I think, or something or other. Don't quote me on that, but like yeah. So there's just this creature. They think they're going to use the creature for nefarious Nazi purposes, but this dude is kind of just like waiting for him to do the thing. Also, this cutscene is hilarious. They're just like trying to break himself free. They think they know what they're about to do, but like I said, if they have anything, it's the audacity. I don't know why she thought that was ever going to work out for them. So, yeah. Anyway, we are coming up on time. Because we did minigun storage, we've got our minigun. We're just going to shoot at him, and it's going to do a lot of damage, and we're going to kill him. What we're looking for him to do is we're looking for him to put his hands on his head. That is his I took damage indicator. Ouch. You should do it 4 times, and then that'll be the end. We'll do it once. Also throw some grenades at him. I don't know how much those do, but 2. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even have to shoot at him. That was awesome.
So I guess it does enough damage.
Alright, yeah, I guess it does. I've never had those work out for me. I kind of just throw them into the void. 2, and then we're going to shoot him, and then we're going to shoot Helga and pick up a folder. And we pick up folder, that's going to be time. Alright. And time. Yay!
GG's.
GG's, team. We did it. We got our folder. Let's go.
Big ups. The biggest ups, even.
I can't believe we got the folder.
What was the final time?
And then now what?
Jesus Christ.
We got a 102.40. I think. I'm not sure. That's a. Might be an art. Nah, I don't know actually. I don't think
It's
TV,
close for what it's worth.
It was close. It was a very good run. We usually time this without load, so it was chill. We did very good. We finished under estimate. I'm very proud about that. So that's awesome. But essentially, like I said, this is like the direct prequel to the New Order. So essentially, right after this, we got our folder, so we're going to get on the plane and go pick up where, end off where the new order starts. So anyway, that has been Wolfenstein the Old Blood any percent. I'm so glad that the run didn't like blow up in like bits and pieces, because there are a lot of things that could have gone wrong there. So I'm very happy that I got to show off this game, and it went awesome and swimmingly. But anyway, I have been Anarchy. I'm so glad to be here. I'm also very glad to be one of the new showrunners. Hidden Heroes, I'm so proud to be able to have as a concept, be able to offer a place for speedrunners to sort of get their foot in the door, speedrun wise. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all for me. If you want to find me anywhere, Anarchy ASF, Anarchy ASF, stands for as Fortnite. Yeah, so line me if you have anything.
I toasted earlier while Amber's Power was out, and then now I'm just here as a regular commentator. Wow, how the turns have tabled or whatever. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/lime_SR, and every other Friday, starting this Friday, but then it's going to change for GDQ because everything gets pushed. But just come on Friday, you'll either find me or Amber or Telix. But yeah, I do host Parallel Universe. It is a great show about community created content and mods and all of that good stuff. Please watch everyone who's been on today and also everyone who isn't on today as well, because Hotfix is pretty good. I love being on Hotfix. I love like all the people I've met through Hotfix. Like all of the people I work with are super great. Like please like watch, support GDQ if you can.
So true, bestie.